So with that completed, we should be also done with the gist of what we can do in here. Beautiful. Pale glaze used in the preparations and protection of bone masks. I do believe these are going to just be the hearts that we gathered once we are done turning them in. And then we have these, which I know, generally speaking, I know what they are or what we have to do to get them. So we are good to actually try the coral tower. Oh, right, I did get, I went to the 12th architect. She did die, and I got the pristine core. Intricate internal mechanism of a cogwork bug. Can be broken into individual shell shards for use in crafting. Breaks into 220 shell shards. So that's not going to happen. These are not going to get broken. Pay no attention to the fact that I used 2 of these silk eaters. For no real reason besides just wanting to keep the rosaries I've gathered for fun. Yeah, so that is a point of interest. Other points of interest will be recorded, but mainly I didn't have the recording on when I went there, so just a little different there. We will, architect, of course. I wanted to try these new things out. Doubles the number of tools thrown. The question is if this still costs the tool use. And then the question with this, I might have mentioned before, is if this works in conjunction with plasmium files. Because that wouldn't be too bad. I also think I am going to... Let's try this Volt Vessel. Flying enemies are going to be the bigger issue here. And obviously testing this stuff out is going to be more so related to going into the combat encounter and seeing how it plays out before we start moving stuff around. Let's see what we get. Probably some shards if I didn't have that full already. Yeah, that claw nest is pretty cool. I'm a fan of that. We will... It's gonna be like a quick little walk over there. Testing stuff out is gonna really come down to being at the coral tower, because that's gonna be an easier place to test since it's not gonna cost us anything. We have our, like, the best we can possibly do with shards. I feel like if I actually try to use bundles in the tower, they're gonna be used for good. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. I think my main thing that I'm gonna also try to do, besides getting the no, this way would be quicker. Besides trying to get the plasmium overdose immediately, is try to avoid using tools until the second not wave, arena floor. You don't have anything of use, do you? Like a better shard? No, you just have the rosary strings, which I could go nuts with, but who cares? I could always use... Do you think the rosaries used in the dream will be consumed in the dream? Because I could always try the rosary cannon. Not that I'm expecting much of it, but it's not like I need the rosaries. That was great. Oh, the thing was there. Wonder how much damage it actually does. It didn't do it there. Alright, spikes don't trigger it. Fair enough. I guess it doesn't... It's not like I need it to trigger on spikes, but there are some arena hazards that it would be kind of nice if they were used. Do I want the anklets? Again, I don't think I have anything else of use for my yellow slot, so probably fine. Especially because we did see that some of the floor does spike up. So I'd imagine that gets worse later on. Confident that there's at least 3 floors. Am I going the right way? I don't know where I am, so I'm hoping. I am. I'm here. Okay. I started to kind of get a little worried about that. Because we have... I'm assuming the second floor is going to end with the 2 big guys that I couldn't beat. And then there's a handful of enemies we still haven't seen yet. Which makes me think it's going to be at least 3 floors. Possibly more. Maybe the 3rd floor would be where the boss ends up. I'm zooming. This area is so... Like, I guess the area is fine, but this, like, startup of the area is so cool. Kill these just so I can top back off. The good news is we do have full silk when we come in here, so... I did like 4 of those. I guess this doesn't get the benefit of that. Which seems kind of weird, like why not? And then we will... Yeah, well, we might as well just do that. Oh, I never realized how it actually shows the heart thing. So at the very least we have this now. And I frankly don't think I have much reason to... use the vial anymore. Okay, I'm getting a little silly here. I think that only heals 1 when you have plasmium problems. Kind of weird how it like takes a minute for these shards to come out. I also like completely forgot what the waves even were, so I'm kind of coming in hot on some enemies that I shouldn't. Do you kind of like that memory stone thing? Although I need to actually try playing the game a little bit better. Use this to kind of heal up, but I think we should be fine. I think it's the last wave here. That dude just kind of didn't feel like doing anything. So if I heal, it gives me like 1. Yeah, that heal's not really worth it. Might as well. I mean, I was maxed. I guess I should have just used that time to refresh what I have. Can I get more once this maxes out? No, it's just kind of done. Alright. So now I am going to be more willing to use my tools. Mainly when flying enemies appear. That does use 2 things. Okay, we're fine. Dude doesn't even do like a combo. Oh, big thing. I think I should probably try to... This is when I would love to use some. Might have been a little bit overkill on that. That worked great. I need to just figure out when this guy jumps, and that's all I really have to worry about. Wow, that worked wonders. That was stupid. This one enemy here is stopping us from moving on, apparently. Yeah, take the hits. Big guys. I think as long as I play it safe, we should be fine, but... Getting kind of screwed up by the... My drill is not... Damn. I think the memory stone actually helped me out there. Could have almost died there. Look at this. This memory thing's neat. I think it's probably not the most ideal tool to use, but it's working out pretty well. Mainly plasmium overdoses. The lifesaver here, which, you know, lifeblood, obviously. That makes sense. I could have also gone a little more aggressive with the tool use after that, for the big guys, but I thought I would be able to handle it a little bit better than I did. I didn't. Still kind of took that poorly. This is just a fun little zone for fun. But it gives me time to max out my stuff. I do need to remember that if I'm really stressing, I can go kind of crazy with the... I should leave these guys around because I could always double back for them. I can go crazy with the vial that I have. And that probably would be better to do than... How's our shards looking? Questionable. We'll think about doing something depending on how it goes. Mainly want to brute force the positioning of these enemies are really screwing me up. Oh, I'm tanking hits. Okay, calm it down a little bit. We're doing good damage. It definitely helps that we came here. Thank you. You're new. weird bubbles. I don't know what you're doing. You're charging. He's dead though. Definitely helps that we're coming in here with the extra. Oh, the extra. Something new was there. I can think of words eventually. Calm down. One of these guys by themselves should not be an issue, except for the drill is such a short reach. It's not bad. It does, because I think it does ticks of damage. This is exactly what I was fucking worried about. Well, you're gonna get rid of the stuff, so. Spicy enemy to just show up. Didn't quite work like I thought it would, but it helped. Okay, and you're easy. Can't imagine we're done, though. Oh, this was it. Alright, nice. I'm surprised that was the final round of that wave. That works really well. Man, I love my setup. It works great. The, this Volt Vessel is really fun to use. I did hear about the fact that you can, like, put it down and hit it to make it, like, go to a different direction. And I wanted to see, and you can definitely put it against a wall, and that's really neat. Is this a shortcut? Okay, well, I feel really great about our position. I can talk. Position now. Sorry, the adrenaline kind of got to me. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Watch this shortcut not actually last if we have to come back here. So is this the boss then? Well, considering our position now, I don't really even want to bother with using the shards. Or, yeah, the shards. If I think we can just handle it. Should stop brute forcing though. I do think, I mean, the double up might be also what's making this easier too. Were you the new enemy? I hate you guys. You guys are like the worst enemies ever. For some reason, I thought he was dead. That was kind of neat. The platform here is kind of screwing up that hit. The way that area was spiking up kind of spooked me. Crust King Khan. Okay. I think we'll be fine. Bad jump. This guy's kind of wild. He's jumping me? Is this all you do? I wonder if I can, Oh, never mind. He's got something else going on. Taking it a little goofy here. I died. Damn it. Well, that part right there was a lot of spikes. I wasn't paying attention to my health. That was a little wacky. He's a little wacky. So with that shortcut, I could probably get rid of the conch cutter. Do I want to get rid of tools? Volt vessels, I was trying to do something with volt vessels. I don't know if it's possible. Let's the putting it on a wall thing seemed pretty neat, but I think it always goes diagonal on the wall. I was trying to see if I could get it to go horizontal, so it would just cover the whole floor. Because he's on the floor all the time, except for the times when he's not, but you know, most of the time he's on the floor. Wrong button. Oh. We actually get some words in here. Great Lord. Is that it? Okay, thank you. That one wave before him is not bad. At least in regards to there being a shortcut. Would have been nice to... I would have thought this would have been the shortcut over here, honestly. It would have been nice to have beaten him first try, but it's fine. So yeah, it kind of has to go diagonal on that, sadly. I thought if I could get it into the wall, it would be a I don't want doing that. Well, I might as well fix those up. For the sake of the fight, I think we should just... That should be enough to handle it. He's a little hard to get with the pogo because it's such a short-range pogo. Oh, I never, oops. I never plasmiumed. a little silly for me to be doing this right now. I like getting rid of Bubble Boy quick. Okay, I need to try harder. Getting that angle's fine, except for the fact I didn't actually kill this freak. I'm dead. I did that poorly because I'm, you know, any of the like attempting like to be careful went out the window as soon as that checkpoint got hit because I'm like, oh, who cares? We're good. I don't remember what was the last phase there. We didn't have to fight any of the big guys, right? That might have been the last phase of that part of the fight. And then fucking like, what was his name? Khan just makes the spikes appear. So as long as I'm, you know, careful, I feel like that should be easy. That would be the moment where it would be like a good idea to have the poison, but I'm gonna stick with the overdose plan because I like it. Ah! But I do let the overdose plan kind of take control of me, thinking I'm invincible. I'm sure you could make some kind of metaphor for drug abuse regarding that. But I'm just not smart enough to figure that out for myself, so just make sure we have our silk filled out. I will be fine to kill you guys for fun. I will be fine to brute force the tool use because we should have plenty of, like, we have our 800, right? Oh, I used it up, but you know what I mean. We should be fine with going kind of nuts on that here and still having enough for... Yeah, take those hits. I went way overboard on that throw. Don't know what I was thinking. How do you guys like the taste of your own medicine? It does feel good drilling those guys. I was expecting flying enemies there. I was gonna say I should really not be taking any damage from those guys because they are pretty straightforward to beat. Stop moving. Alright, that was the last phase. And I think that was where I died before, so... We're in a good spot. As soon as I get up here, I should refill my tools, and then we can go nuts. Thankfully, he gives us some time on that. takes a little bit of time for me to, Look at that diagonal. Oh, why did I jump bad? That's good. He's gonna hate that. Trinto. Playing a little bit bad right now. Out of my tools. I have to kind of try a little harder now. I got my tools, that's all that matters. Oh. Fuck. There we go. Oh, I'm not paying attention. There's too many clouds happening. He needs to knock it off. He's pissing me off. Ooh. He's dead now. Tool spam, here we go. He has a lot of stuff happening. If I took it slow, if I tried to focus, I think he seems like an easy boss. But tool spam makes him even easier. Our claws to crush, our claws to rule, our claws to save them all. That was kind of a fun general encounter. The fun comes from a checkpoint. If there was no checkpoint, I would definitely get frustrated at a certain point there. But it worked out. And now we have Encrusted Heart. It beats deep and slow. And I didn't use up any of my shards, so we have plenty of these to use for the final fight. That being said, still don't really want to use Architect as my main thing. Definitely don't want to use Shaman, which is still my favorite, but depending on the fight, might not be the best option. But we'll stick with it for now. Last time I used Witch was apparently on Nihilith because of the drill being there still. Saw, I think, would have worked great on Khan there. But I wanted to still have the tools usable for the mini gauntlet before we had to face him. Let's, I'm still a fan of Curvesicle. Volt Vessel. I feel like this one is a little bit easier to control compared to the, this one, because the way they break apart is kind of weird. Are there any blues that I would like besides multi-bind? This is, I think for that very specific instance of using Architect to get through that, this is decent, but it's not my favorite tool. Reserve Bind's always a neat one to consider throwing in. And if I start using tools a lot, poison would be nice, but multi-bind's definitely the way to go. That is to say until we actually see what we're facing, which I don't actually know what we're facing. Wrong button. Wrong song, I guess, not wrong button. But yeah, so we should be good. I don't think there's anything else for us to do right now. That did take a lot less time than I thought it would, so I'm happy about that. The reason I kind of walked away from it in the first place, I think that was the only thing I actively walked away from when we played through this. Well, no, I walked away from the last judge because I wanted to go exploring more. But besides that, I've been kind of just like smacking my head against whatever I face because I don't want to like, I don't want to lose any of the like learning that I might have gotten from some of the fights before. That reminds me, we should look at our lore on this guy. Hardened warrior, lord of a bygone age, able to command the coral crust to his bidding. For his stern stewardship, his legion seemed utterly loyal. For less combative bugs, his would have been a hard rule. Core-crust Karaka. Overgrown elder, able to spawn burning bubbles from within its coral case shell. The bug's fusion with the crust growth, it seems intentional, though I imagine the union is far from comfortable. No, he looks like he's having fun. Far tougher for being matched inside their encrusted domain. They must have lived their whole lives within their tower to command it so. I'm surprised we didn't face one of these in the final gauntlet area. Honestly, I'm surprised the final gauntlet was easier, but I guess that's because it led straight to the boss fight. Oh, and I guess pointy compared to that pointy. A critical member of a larger flock. Without them present, the Kai would be fast driven to extinction by larger predators. Yeah, because these guys don't really do much. Alright, so that completed a lot of our encounters. And we are only missing the one encounter and then the other void enemies, so... Let's, end this? Question mark? We're not going to end this. There's going to be a little bit more bonus. But it's only going to be a little bit more. This is the wrong way to go.